England Rugby have announced their enhanced elite player squad contracts, the players that have been added onto the list. And is this a way to save England Rugby from losing some of their best talents abroad? Because finances are obviously a very, very big play. So I want to break it down. Please like, subscribe. It really does help the channel grow. And let's get into it. Now, England have announced, I think there's been 9 players that have been added onto the, I believe it's an EPS contract system. So what this does is it changes a couple of things. It gives a lot more security and a bit of a guarantee as well. So this does also help players stay in the Premiership, because obviously there are a lot of teams that are in major debt. And I mean, we've seen teams fold in the past, but hopefully, as more players are joined and as this becomes a bigger thing, hopefully we will see more top tier talent staying in the Premiership and being eligible for England Rugby. Now, what does this mean? Right? So normally players earn around ish £23,000 per year. Well, per match. It's a match by match fee. So if you play one game, it's 23, let's say 23,000, two, and so on. The more you play, the more you earn. And that is for a general player that's going to be playing for England Rugby. Now, what these elite player contracts do is they change it from 23,000 per match into a guaranteed £160,000 salary annually. Now, if you're an England player, this must definitely look quite attractive. It's something that is game changing. So, with the lifestyle of England and the niceties and the luxuries, and you playing your rugby in England, having something like this definitely goes a very long way to making sure that you stay in England, which will then help produce better talent, and it will also show younger talent out there that this is on the horizon. We have seen players like Henry Pollock. He is on the list. He has earned it from his spectacular performances for England, Lions, and the Saints. So this is definitely a very, very big thing. But what does this also do? So this also allows Steve Borthwick to control sports science, medical care, the workload, development plans, alongside their clubs. So they become more of a single entity where they make sure that they are getting the best out of the player, but also allowing England to have the most information of the player on any given time, which ultimately every single player, it is their wish to play for their international side. There isn't I mean, it's not football. Obviously, football is a very big thing to play for your club, but in terms of support, people would much rather watch club football than international football. Whereas in rugby, international rugby is the forefront of rugby. Everybody watches it. If you're a rugby fan, international rugby is it's your everything. And then obviously having club rugby to support as an actual fan is fantastic. But you can't tell me that you do not want to be seeing players like your Ben Curry, Tom Curry, Maro, Itoje, Ollie Chesham, all playing together and absolutely destroying, other teams. Same thing when you see the Springboks play, whether you want to see Yabanetsabet, you want to be seeing Archius Sneyman, you want to be seeing Oxenche, you want to be seeing Cheslin Colby, players that play all around the world to go into that one side. So having control over the players, over their development, giving them the best chance to be the best they can be at international level, definitely is a big thing. But ultimately, they want player welfare. They want to make sure that the players are looked after. And obviously, there is a system in place here. They want to be seeing the best that they possibly can get and the best production as well. So, I believe this was initially created in 2024, October 2024. 17 players originally got added onto that list. So we saw Ollie Chesham, Tom Curry, Ben Earl, Ellis Genge, Jamie George, Maro Itoje, George Martin, and then backs of Theo Dan, Faye Waboso, George Ford, Tommy Freeman, George Furbank, Ollie Lawrence, Alex Mitchell, Henry Slade, Finn Smith, and Marcus Smith. So they have all been, they have, well, they were originally gifted the contracts in 2024. Now we are seeing an updated list where we have a couple new players added onto that list. Now, obviously, there's been, quite a few changes. We have seen Finn Baxter, Luke Cowan-Dickey, Ben Curry, Elliot Daly, Joe Hayes, Tom Roebuck, Will Stewart, Tom Willis added onto the list. The only player that hasn't made the cut is Theo Dan. His contract was not renewed, and yeah, obviously they're looking forward to the 2027 World Cup. That's a given. This is what they want, and I think it's a good thing. Money is always such a big topic in terms of rugby, and England need to be keeping their best talent. Honestly, I do feel that the RFU rule is ridiculous, where they are not allowed to use players that play outside of England. I mean, they are literally losing one of the best back rowers in Jacques Willis, um, because of this rule. Even Courtney Laws can't play with them because he's playing in Pro Division 2 in France. Owen Farrell, he's now just become eligible again because he has come back to the Premiership after playing in France for so long. But there's so much talent out there that they can't play purely because you need to be playing in England. So let me know what you guys think about that. And honestly, they are looking progressively. They want to be keeping their best talent in England. Understandable. There's a big, it's a very big lure to go to France or to go to the URC to play, to play rugby with the best players in the world, honestly, and get paid quite probably a lot more than what a lot of these English clubs are playing for. But you do lose out on having the pride of playing for England. So I think this is a good thing. I think these enhanced elite player contracts are a good thing. It's definitely a step forward in the right direction to keeping their best talent on home soil and developing on home soil as well. I'm really happy to see a lot of Northampton Saints players on this list, and hopefully it will keep growing. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think this is good? So please like, subscribe. It really does help the channel grow. And catch you guys in the next one. Bye.